Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and first impression video for you guys. I had spoke about this on Snapchat and you guys seem to want to see it. So I'm going to be reviewing the new Melt Cosmetics. These are their new highlighters. They're called the Digital Dust Highlighters. There's 3 shades in total and I did get the package. I got like a pre-sale package, so I paid $100 for all 3 of them. But I think they're $39 if you do to get them separately. So it's a better deal if you get the package, but they are pretty expensive. So I'm going to give you my first impressions. I'm going to swatch them. I'm going to apply them to my cheekbones and I'm going to let you know if I think they are worth the price or not. So if you're interested in learning what I think about the new Melt highlighters, then please keep watching. As mentioned, I did buy all 3 for $100, which is the bundle price. You can buy them separately for $39 each, but you do save a little bit of money if you get the bundle. And it comes in a box like this, so they're all separately packaged, and then it has this really nice kind of box feature. So it is a really nice presentation. These are quite pricey, so I have high hopes. So let's go ahead and start with the lightest one. It is called Stargazer. It's this one right here. This is the more white toned one. There's like a white, a gold, and a bronze. So for all different skin tones, I will probably only be able to use the 2 lighter shades actually for highlighters, but I'll try the bronzy one as a bronzer on my face. It comes in a little package like this, and you do get 0.28 ounces. I feel like that's a pretty standard size. This is what the actual packaging looks like. It says Melt, feels nice and sturdy, doesn't feel cheap or anything like that, has like a matte kind of packaging. These are really pretty because they are embossed. They say Melt Cosmetics, but it's really pretty. I've already swatched them for you on Snapchat, but I haven't tried them on my face yet, and you do get a mirror as well. These are supposed to be non-glittery. I'm not sure about that because the middle shade especially that I swatched did seem to have some glitter in it. Now I don't mind glitter. I know a lot of people don't like it, but we're gonna try these out. I'm gonna start out with this one. First, I'm just gonna run my finger across and give you my first swatch. It definitely feels like a powder to me, but there's not a ton of kickback if you can see. Like when I rub my finger around, it's very flat. It almost feels like the Estee Lauder Heat Wave kind of texture, if that makes sense. It does have a nice reflective glow. I'm gonna have to try it on my cheeks, so let's go ahead and try it out and see what I think. So to apply this, I'm gonna use my Morphe M501 brush. This is a really nice brush I use for highlighting. You can use a fan brush as well. So I'm just going to dip into this as I normally would. Okay. So it's definitely pretty. I feel like we're gonna have to do some building, and I did notice when I'm doing this, I see little like particles flying around. I'm gonna go in again because we all know that I need more than that, more glow. I think this is really pretty, but I do have like some kickback over here. So I do feel like there's going to be fallout with these when you're blending. They do fall down or tend to fall down. So I do think it's pretty. You know what? I'm going to try it wet because why not? I'm just going to use a setting spray. This is from 77 Cosmetics. And I'm just going to take my brush and just spritz it one time. I don't want to be too crazy with it because then you can start getting that kind of stripey look. So it did definitely intensify it, and now I feel like we're getting it somewhere. Like I like this. I feel like that's enough. You guys hear someone mowing their lawn? I'm sorry, my neighbor just started mowing their lawn and there's like nothing I can do about it. So the joys of living close to your neighbors. Let's try, you know what? Let's try this one on the Cupid's bow because it is light. So I'm just gonna go back in with my brush and we're just going to dust around the Cupid's bow area. Woo! Okay. So that gave me a really pretty glow. So my first initial thoughts with this one is I like it. I don't know if I'm like dying in love with it. I do feel like it's a little bit more subtle than a lot of highlighters. It's not chunky, so I feel like it's almost like more of a glossy look if you enjoy that. I like it. I would say like a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a 7. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I have to have it, but it's pretty. The next shade that they're releasing is called Gold Ore. This one speaks to me the most. I think it's the most kind of universal, or just not universal, but the gold, the coveted gold. I know a lot of highlighters kind of go that way. So let's swatch. This one seemed to be the most intense. And ooh, yes, from when I swatched them on Snapchat, I could tell. You don't like glitter, I'm gonna tell you right now, this one is not for you. This one is definitely, but you can see how intense and reflective. It's much more intense and reflective than the previous one and also the bronze one from what I remember. I wiped off my brush, it's not wet or anything like that, and we're gonna go back into this and we're gonna start to highlight on the other side. So definitely a lot of kickback. I don't know if you can see when I'm going like this, there's powder flying. So this one's even more so. Definitely more intense. This one is definitely the most intense, but there is again that fallout. I can see glitter right here in my kind of T-zone area. So let's go in with another layer. Actually, I'm gonna try it wet because we did it with the other one. Let's do it. This is probably my favorite, but again, if you don't like glitter, you're not gonna like this. This one does show texture a little bit more as well, but it's gonna be the most dramatic. If you're looking for like a Jeffree Star kind of highlighter, really intense like MAC Oh Darling, this would be the one you would like. But be warned, there is glitter, and you can see all around here, there's just like fallout, which it's not a huge deal to me, but I know people are annoyed by that. So I'm gonna try this down the center of my nose as well, and let's see how highlighted we can get. Taking a small Morphe brush, I'm just going to go down the center of my nose. And the tip, okay, this one is intense. Like, whoa. But I do like it. I'm gonna go on my Cupid's bow too. I like this one. This one is gonna be the one if you're like a glow god. I went ahead and applied this to the rest of my face on both sides so we have like an even kind of glow going on. My final verdict on this one is I really like this one. Again, only if you like intense, glittery highlighters. This has definitely got glitter in it. I know they said it doesn't. I think it does. I like it though. I'm gonna give this one a 9. I really like this. If you're gonna buy any out of the collection, this would be my pick. So the last shade that is the bronzy tone is called Nova, and it looks like this. This would be great if you were a deeper skin tone. You'd have to be pretty tan, pretty deep to actually super tan to use this as a highlight, but we're gonna try it out as a bronzer. But I'm gonna use this just to kind of give me a kind of bronzy glow all over. So I'm gonna dip in. So it's definitely pretty. I can see a difference. You can see on this side, I look a little bit more tan, a little bit more sun-kissed. I do think it works as a bronzer. It's very shimmery though, so it would be a shimmery bronzer. You don't want to contour with this or anything like that. I know a lot of people really dislike shimmery bronzers. I don't mind it. Again, I don't really think there's rules to makeup. Like people try to say, you can't do this, you can't do that. Like I'm gonna do what I want. So I definitely think this is pretty as a bronzer. Do I think it's worth it for $39? Probably not. For $39, like I think there's better bronzers out there. So let's go ahead and bronze up the other side. So this is what it looks like when it's all over the face. So I do think it's pretty. This one, I don't know, maybe a 6 out of 10. I'm not in love. I don't feel like I need it, and I don't think for $39 it's worth that. I think you can get a lot better bronzers for better price, and I just think that's pretty pricey. But if you are a deeper skin tone and you're looking for a deeper highlighter, I think it could work for that purpose. So now for the final opinion or final verdict, whether I think these are worth it or not. I'm going to say Nova and Stargazer, no. I don't think for $39, that's a really like steep price. I have MAC highlighters that are amazing. I have Makeup Forever, Pat McGrath, really beautiful Artist Couture highlighters that are like half that price. Really beautiful highlighters that I think I love. Anastasia kits, I forgot those. There's so many on the market that are so beautiful. I think what's throwing me off on these is the price. I feel like for $39 you should be wowed. For these I would have said maybe like $27, $28 would have been a better price point in my opinion. I will say that gold ore is pretty. Like I will be using it a lot. It does remind me kind of that MAC Oh Darling vibe. $39 is pretty steep, so I don't know if I would like choose this over the MAC one, but I do think this is pretty. This one wowed me more. Maybe splurge on one, which would be gold ore. The other two, I think you can live without. I don't think you're missing much. So that's my overall review. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you're gonna pick up any of these if you already did, or your opinions on these. I wanna know. Do you guys think it's worth it? Do you not? Let me know down below, and thumbs up this video if you want more reviews. Anything you want me to review, comment down below and I'm making a list. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.